In this video, we are reviewing how to use scale factor to find missing values. So remember that scale factor is the number that you're multiplying by to get from one shape to another one, and we can use that number to help us find the missing value. So like here, remember we want to look at the corresponding side. So if I'm looking at the right side over here, the corresponding side is 8 over here because they're both on the right side of the triangle. So if I think about my scale factor, I'm trying to figure out 4 times something is going to give me 8, and I know that number is 2. So then I can do the same thing for the other sides in this problem. So if I label this my blue side, I know that the x is the corresponding side. And so my scale factor is 2. So I know that 5 times 2 is going to give me that x equals 10. So again, you're just finding the scale factor, which is what you multiply by to get from one shape to the other one. And then you can use that information to find the missing value. All right, so for number 2, same idea, I'm trying to solve for x. So let me color code my sides again. So the 3 is a corresponding side with the 5 because they're both on the left side of the shape. And then the 4 is on the corresponds with x. Okay, so let's see. So I know that 3 times something will give me 5. And this one's a little bit tougher because it's not like an obvious number like 2. So if you are ever having trouble finding out what the scale factor is, an equation that you can use is the new side or the new shape over the original shape. So because I'm going from this first shape to the second one over here, I'm going to call this one the original because we're starting with that one. And then over here, this will be the new one. And again, I know that the first one is the original because my arrow here is starting with this shape and going over to this one. So the shape over here would be my new one. All right, so I'm going to take a length on the new shape. So I'm going to pick 5 and 3 for this. Okay, so a length on the new shape would be 5. And then a length on the original that's in the corresponding position would be 3. And then I'm just going to use my calculator to figure out what 5 divided by 3 is. Okay, so I did 5 divided by 3, and that gave me 1.6666, and it just keeps going. I can also write that as 1.6 with the little bar. Okay, so I know that that's my scale factor now, and even though it's a decimal, it's still going to be the same idea. So again, I know that 4 times something is x, and I know that our scale factor is 1.6 repeating. Okay, so to figure out what x is, I do 4 times 1.6 repeating, and that gives me x. Let me change colors. Okay, so x equals 4, because that's the side over here, times the scale factor, which is 1.6 repeating. And I know it's hard to put 1.6 repeating in the calculator, so when I put it in, I'm just going to do 4 times and then just put like, I don't know, like 4 sixes. So 4 times 1.6666. And it gave me 6.66664. No, I put one too many sixes. Sorry. Okay, so I got, let me erase this. So I got 6.6664. And so I'm just going to round to the nearest hundredths, which is the second decimal place. So I'm going to round this up to 6.67. And I know it's 6.67 because this number, sorry, wrong one. This number right here is bigger, 5 or bigger, so I know I need to add one more to this number. Okay, so it's going to turn to 6.67, so that would be the length over here. And that makes sense as an answer because it's bigger than 4, because we know it should be bigger. So yeah, so scale factor, you can either just multiply and find the number like on number 1, or on number 2, if it's a little bit harder to find, you can use this equation, the new divided by the original.